Hey guys, it's the Oztech Warrior. It's about uh, almost 8 in the morning. We have been to the gym, done our workout, hit the sauna, done a bit of recovery, and had time for a brief meeting over coffee. And so now, got some work to do at the desk for a while, and then we've got a bit of a full day. Going to go check out a venue for a potential event. Going to do a bit of shopping and a couple of other stuff, and also just get a bunch of work done. Got a bunch of marketing stuff to push out, a bunch of tests to do. So yeah, thought I'd bring you along throughout the day. And while we're going through the day, I thought I'd discuss AI and its use in programming and in tech nowadays, and why I think your startup or you as a worker don't need AI. Um, and I'll elaborate a bit more on that throughout it because it's an amazing tool. But I think, like every wave of new technology or just change societally, I think people overamp it and rather than use it as a tool, see it as a save all, an answer to everything. And I'll give you some analogies along the way that'll help you understand. I think that it's, a good tool and it has its uses and how it works, but why that's all it should be. So yeah, I'm gonna get some work done. I'll throw up a time lapse of me working so you guys can see that little bit of work, and then we'll touch in just before I head out.
Try to like what you feel. Oh, they try to push on my deal. Take your time to complete. I ain't wanna rock star. I get beat and run for it. You buy, you let me wait here. I'm impatient, but I take it. I know you know that I won't be far. Your scars, just one call. Oh my God, girl, I'd be down if you were that. Barely can hide away inside. You want that, baby? I can read your mind. So let me to give it a try. You want that, baby? I'm destined for life. You want me to stare into your eyes while I'm putting my doings on your thighs. Let me to have you at a night. You want that, baby? I'm destined for life. You cannot tell me that you're innocent while all your clothes are falling off right now. Oh girl, your body tastes of cinnamon. Now you want me to turn you upside down. Baby, I finally know what it really feels like. Wow, tell me you want it just as much as me, baby. I won't be far. Let me fix your scars. Just one call. Oh my God, girl, I'd be down if you were there.
Okay, guys, so just hit up IKEA. Just checking out some furniture and some different things. It was pretty cool, but managed to get myself 2 meals, so I'm quite full now. But the protein count should be thanking that. So second part that I wanted to go through is just pretty much you don't need startup funding if it's going to be purely for AI content. So there's a lot of pressure nowadays to build a startup that uses AI just because it's a buzzword. Investors like the idea of it, But I guarantee you're going to get less acceptance of your product if you're just throwing AI in there willy-nilly. So if you're throwing it in just for the sake of hitting that buzzword, people are going to realize that, and they're going to see the lack of value, the lack of problem solved in your product. If you can use it as a good tool and it can extend the usability or the effect of your product, then absolutely go ahead and do it. But I think a lot of people now just feel the pressure to say AI powered, AI products, and throw in cheap versions of ChatGPT or chat products as support windows or low effort attempts at bringing AI into their products. So just focus on usability, focus on, what's going to work, what your customers are saying they really need, and you'll find a better alignment with an investor eventually if that investor understands what you're trying to do and isn't just using you because they think that it's some AI powered brilliant thing, when really it's just you just need a regular product that solves problems for real people. So that's another part. We're going to keep going. We need to check out some tech stuff now at Centacom. Once that's done, I need to head into the city. So we're going to keep moving.
I'm feeling it. My bones telling me it's right. It's so different. But when you take me to the light, it's like a cigarette. And I'm burning at your lips. Start so innocent. Then you kick it up, and now I want to show you all what you deserve. And know we got so much to learn. And just like when we said I do, and it's only you that can do it like that. Yeah. I like it with you. I like it with you. I like it with you. In the sand and we'll dance. We ain't got no plans. You, I like it with you. Yeah. I like it with you. And the hours will melt all night long. I like it when you close all the curtains. We're taking up the trash and the burdens. We got all the time.
Okay, guys. So we're getting to the end of the day now. It's like 5 o'clock. The last hour and a half or more, 2 hours, I pretty much just spent in traffic. So I had a meeting at a bar in the CBD, looking at organizing another in-person event to help drive users and traffic. And part of that process is trying to find partnerships and people to work with. So trying to get a bar, find a quiet night for them, and they let us use up their space. We bring them a bunch of customers. So it's kind of a win-win for everyone. But yeah, so part 3 of why your startup doesn't need AI, and potentially the biggest one, is, especially if you're like me, a lean startup where you're trying to start with very minimal loans, you're bootstrapping, you're using savings, or you're just in a situation where you're trying to cut costs and make that runway as long as possible, is cost. AI is expensive, and if you're doing some really complex or repetitive high processing tasks, it can be worth it. So if you're trying to get it to process through a large sheet of data and find patterns, that could be tedious for someone who hasn't done it before, or there's just a massive amount of stuff to go through. Then it could take a long time, and AI can do that quite quickly for you. And in that situation, AI is fine. But if you're using AI simply to get you the weather, or anything that an old school API or some good, well-crafted programming could do, you are better off doing that, because AI is power hungry. If you're going to self-host, you'll need multiple virtual machines with a fairly powerful graphics card to get you responses in 20, 30 seconds. And if you want it faster than that, you'll need to go to the actual source and use an OpenAI agent or use Claude or something like that. And that can be costly. If you're doing something that you could have done through traditional programming, you will be spending a massive amount more money than you need to. And any decent investor and any decent employee or startup will be trying to cut costs and recognize that that's an inefficient use of money. But if you're, doing something where you need analysis of an image, you need analysis of data, so like how we have an AI profile assessor, that's not something we can do through traditional means, because we'd need to build a image analysis engine, use machine learning to pull out parts of recognition. So what's in the image, what type of image it is, what keywords does it follow, then cross-reference that to all the text that's in the bio. Then we'd need to cross-reference if that image is related to what they've said in their bio, or if it's a missed opportunity to show and not tell about something that's in their profile, or whether there's a discrepancy between the dating mode set to a looking for a serious relationship, but their bio says here for a fun time, not a long time, and that's a missed opportunity because, they're not going to get many matches when there's that discrepancy, and so we could have helped them out by letting them know. There's a lot of data to get through on an account, and it's all quite contextual, and that's something where AI works quite well. So they're the three reasons. So just as a recap, one is treat it like an intern. It's someone to do some grunt work and to help, but you'll need to proof. It's not a be-all, end-all. It's not a solution where you can tell it to write all your blog posts, do all your creative marketing, write your entire software stack, and awesome, you hired no one, you didn't need any jobs. You still need to be an expert, or you need to have access to an expert to do those things. Two is don't treat it as a buzzword. Don't look to use it just to get an investor through the door, or to make your product look good, or to put it on your marketing, because if it doesn't solve a real problem or do any practical real world help, then people will see it for the gimmick that it is, and it's not actually going to help you. It's not worth the time in developing or putting it there just for that. And three is AI is costly. If it's really not necessary for your product or for your startup, or it's going to take a massive context window and cost you lots of money to run it, it's best to leave it out and do some old school hard work in building out your own marketing, your own blogs, using it in tools where you manually program the process that's needed, rather than spending all that money for something that may not get you a return. At least that's my thoughts on AI, or at least a guide to using it well. Again, it is a tool. It can be used well. I'm not saying AI has no purpose, but it needs to be used right. And if you do that, I think you are on your way to building something that's actually going to make a difference in this world. And at the end of the day, that's all that companies or people want to do, is to help and be of value and be of service. So that's all from me. I'll see you in the next video. Hopefully next time I can get some better shots, because I won't be out the entire day, especially stuck in traffic. If you've liked the content, give the video a like. If you have any questions or you want to argue with me, leave a comment. And if you want to see new upcoming videos, subscribe to the channel. This is the Oztech Warrior, signing off.